Hello, my name is Stefan. I'm a geophysicist, and today we're doing the first part of my water Shungite experiments. Shungite is a rare carbon mineral out of Russia. This is elite Shungite. It is 99% pure carbon, and the purpose of this experiment is to see how well it filters water. We know that most water filters, at least a certain stage of them, would be an activated carbon filter, and Shungite being 99% pure carbon and it being electrically active, it's very conductive, should be an excellent filter of water. So I'll explain the experiment in a moment. Just want to go over Shungite a little bit. Shungite is very special because it contains a form of carbon known as a carbon buckyball. This is a C60 spherical structure, and this was discovered by Buckminster Fuller decades ago. At first, we only believed it was possible in the lab, and then researchers looked into high-grade or elite Shungite out of Russia, and they found that it naturally contains buckyballs as well. Nowhere else has been found that contains these buckyball structures except this one Shungite deposit out of Russia near St. Petersburg. This is anthracite. This is another type of carbon, right? Anthracite coal. They look very similar. The way to tell anthracite apart from Shungite is by its electrical resistance. I have a voltimeter here, and it has a resistance of about 2.5 kiloohms. And then if we take the piece of Shungite and test it, we'll see that the resistance is about 3 ohms. So it's nearly a 1,000-fold reduction right there, which is 3 orders of magnitude. So it's very electrically conductive, and because it's pure carbon, 99% pure with these unusual buckyball structures, I hypothesize that's an excellent water filter. To test the ability of high-grade Shungite to filter water, I conducted a 24-hour experiment to see how Shungite affected the taste and pH of different solutions. The most significant observation made is that Shungite has a weak ability to change pH towards neutral, which is 7. The pH of spring water is 7, and the addition of Shungite didn't change this. But for the tap water, which had a pH of 7.5, the Shungite within 2 hours reduced the pH to 7, where it remained for the rest of the 24 hours. The basic solution with the addition of Shungite lowered from a pH of 10 to 9.5 within 2 hours, where it stayed for the rest of the experiment. And the acidic solution with Shungite increased in pH from 4 to 4.5 within 5 hours. All pH testing was conducted using universal indicator pH testing strips. The ability for Shungite to change pH is interesting, and it shows some ability for the carbon to pull cations and anions out of solution. And it disproves much of the confusion surrounding Shungite in that it makes water more acidic or more basic, when in fact it makes water more neutral. The spring water with Shungite was very similar to the spring water control. It had no odor or lingering taste. The water is pure, felt light, absorbed quickly in the tissues of the mouth if left to settle, and overall felt neutral. The controlled tap water felt chalky, was heavy, and had a slight chlorine taste and odor similar to pool water. Chlorinated water is terrible for digestive health, unfavorably altering the microbiome, and water fluorination is bad for hormonal health. Fluoridated water causes calcification of the pineal gland, a small pea-sized gland of the endocrine system that sits in the middle of the brain. The pineal gland regulates sleep patterns and circadian cycles through the production of melatonin. Drinking clean, pure water is foundational to good health. The tap water with Shungite had no chlorine taste or odor, instead having a taste characteristic of reverse osmosis water. The water was flat tasting but unoffensive, and definitely an improvement over the controlled tap water. Shungite also improves the energetics of water. Everything in the universe has a vibration, and water has a unique ability to store energy and information because of its unique molecular structure. Shungite has an ability to absorb electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic waves carry and transmit energy and information, and much of the electromagnetic waves in the environment now are man-made, carrying information of unknown energetic quality. A radio or cellular wave beaming by you could be carrying the information for a radio program or a video filled with anger, expletives, and hate speech. This disordinate energy interacts with the entire environment in subtle ways, and when considering the supreme importance of water for life and its ability to store and transmit information, it is critical to only interact and use water that is pure and clear energetically. Elite Shungite has an ability to slightly change the pH of a solution towards neutral, and it can be used to filter chemicals out of water. Elite Shungite has antibacterial and antiviral properties thanks to the presence of carbon fullerenes, and Shungite also absorbs electromagnetic radiation. It's this combination of unique properties that make Elite Shungite an amazing tool which can be used to filter water of contaminants while simultaneously improving the water's energetics. When using Shungite in your water, it is important to make sure the Shungite is free of any corrosion. Inspect the Elite Shungite for yellow or orange patches, which is most often just residual dust left over from the mining process, and clean it off using a small brush. How often you need to inspect and clean your Shungite depends on the quality of the water being filtered, and I recommend you check and clean them every few weeks for built-up contamination. Drinking pure spring water without any amendments is one of the best things that you can do for your wellness and longevity. Please share your experiences with water, especially Shungite purified water and structured water, in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, politely click the like button to broaden the reach of this video, subscribe, and please explore my channel for more content like this. Love and blessings to all. Namaste.